Hey everyone, as promised, here is another weekly project life process video. I'm hoping to get one done for every day this week, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure. So this is the most recent week. As you know or may know, I'm pretty far behind. I think I have 10 weeks to go, but I just love the photos from this week, and I used my DSLR for most of them. So the photos are really like crisp and just beautiful in my opinion. So I just love the expression on my daughter's face and the relationship with my parents that's shown and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, I decided to break out some cards from Studio Calico and Gossamer Blue's most recent kits, and so I went with a lot of pale pinks and reds and a little bit of a corally pink as well. And then, so I'm just starting on my title card. I know it's kind of the hardest card to do, but I really like to start with it as it sets the tone for the rest of my layout. So this card here has a circle, and it just says the definition of joy, and it's in black font with one of the sentences in red. So that's kind of where my color inspiration came from. These flowers that I have throughout the layout are from Maggie Holmes' open book, I think. I'm not sure. I got the ephemera pack in a Secret Santa Christmas swap, so I broke that open. The Marchwood veneer is from Gossamer Blue, and then the resin flower is from my stash. So I didn't have numbers in the alphas that I had picked out that matched the colors, so I ended up using a date stamp. I date stamped, but then did not like the placement of where I date stamped, so then I had to use some of these Maggie Holmes Bloom puffy stickers in black to cover up my mistake, and then I added the date stamp down below. Right now, the resin flower is attached to the card, but it's pretty bulky, like super bulky in the pocket, so I might remove it and adhere it to the outside of the pocket. I'm not sure if glossy accents will hold it or not, but I will try. I had these tiny word cut-aparts from my old Studio Calico kit that the sentiments worked pretty well with my spread, so I just cut out two. One says green thumb, and then I cut out another one that I will use on the opposite side that says pretty flowers. And I wasn't originally going to bring in a lot of black to the layout, but because I used those puffy stickers, I decided to bring in a little bit more black with this polka dot washi tape. So I just layer that in behind and add some ephemera. So this piece says So Lovely, and it's in gold foil. So there's touches of gold throughout, mostly on the flowers, and a few pieces of ephemera. And then that tiny word strip. I wanted to rip off just a tiny bit of washi, but ended up ripping off way too much. So I had to take it all off and start again. This is probably my least favorite embellished card photo in the layout. I don't love how it turned out, but it's done. So I'm now just going through my enamel dots to see. I ideally really wanted just like gold enamel dots, but I don't have any of those. So I found these pearls from Kaisercraft, which I've had for forever. I almost swore. Oh my goodness. I gave up swearing for Lent, and it did not go very well at all. But so anyway, what happens is when I'm off work, I just like start swearing all the time, and I really need to be better. Anyways, so I add some of those Kaisercraft pearls to my title card, and you'll see them kind of sprinkled throughout. So this 3x4 was actually a 4x6 that I trimmed down because I really, liked the colors. And so I just add on a few of the Maggie Holmes flowers, and now I'm adding these alphas. The alphas with no numbers. So this took me a while to add all the letters, and then they wouldn't fit, and then I had to shift them over, and yeah, I saved you the agony of watching that by super speeding it up. Add the date stamp down below. So a lot of these photos, well, 3 of the photos on this page are from an Easter egg hunt that my daughter and I went to on Good Friday. Unfortunately, my husband had to work that day, so it was just Nora and I. But we met up with some people from our baby group, and yeah, it's pretty cute. There was snow. It snowed the night before, but it was actually really, really nice outside. So I think the snow probably melted by later in the afternoon, but yeah. So now I'm just trying to work out embellishments for this top left photo. I work in the Catholic school district, and we always celebrate Holy Week by reenacting the Last Supper. So I just took a quick photo on the Wednesday of the bread and the basket and the grape juice and that sort of thing, and wanted to include that into my album. A lot of the photos I'm noticing are of my daughter, and so I really want to make it a habit of including other events and other things as well. It's not Nora's album, it's a family album. And so yeah, added that. Just layered a label and a piece of ephemera and did a bit of journaling on there. And I bring out these wood veneer from Gossamer Blue. They're like cute little hexagons. And this one that I chose for this photo says Making Sweet Memories. And I really like the way that looks. Super cute. Adding some more pearls. And I think this side of the layout is pretty much done after I add some more puffy stickers to this photo of my daughter in some sunglasses. My husband texted me this photo, and it's just so adorable. And on the opposite side of the layout, there's a picture of me in sunglasses. So I thought that was pretty funny that we both have a silly selfie for the week. So we're on the right hand side. I just did a bit of switching with those 2 4x6 photos. Just because I knew I wanted to use that tiny word strip that I cut out previously, and I didn't want the 2 photos that had the tiny word strip like directly beside each other, so I moved them. Again, bringing in these wood veneer. That one of me with the rabbit sunglasses says selfie time, and the one in the top right corner says always and forever. I also made another switch to the card. The 3x4 card on this page was originally a 4x6, and it was from Gossamer Blue, and it said March and a big 3 on it. Because my title card said the word March, I didn't really think that the repetition was necessary, so I just used the opposite half of the card that I had trimmed, and then just covered up some of the writing with the flowers. I don't know why when I do voiceovers, like, I start yawning all the time, but I'm sorry if you can hear me trying to stifle my yawn. Anyways, just doing this bottom card of the flowers. I use a Fancy Pants label and some black washi with that tiny word strip that says Pretty Flowers. This piece of ephemera says On the Go. I honestly have no idea where it came from. And then I just add a puffy sticker. So these photos, all these photos on this page are from Easter Sunday, and yeah, just a lot of great photos that I wanted to include. These definitely are not all of the photos, but I just kind of chose the ones that told the story best. So had to include that selfie. But yeah, just add a couple flowers to this filler card. That's also acts as a little bit of a journaling card. Definitely not as much journaling on this layout as my last spread, but that's totally okay because most of the photos are taken from like just 2 of the days. I used the 2 filler cards to journal about the Easter egg hunt on the Friday and then our Easter dinner on the Sunday. I make a bit of a mistake on this card when I'm journaling. I'm writing the word beauty and it just looks too cramped and crowded, and so I try to cover it with this puffy sticker, but I don't like the way it looks, so I use a flower instead and then just rewrite the word beauty underneath. So that worked out alright. I did make another mistake on the journaling card, but it doesn't bother me as much. I tried shifting some photos around, just, I don't remember why. The balance or something was bothering me, but decided to keep it as is. Add a label, another Fancy Pants Happy Place label, and a flower, wood veneer, and pearls to this card. And add some journaling. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep it pretty basic. I did go through my stash a little bit beforehand doing this layout just to pick out some pinks and reds and things to set aside. But you can see that a lot of the elements are just repeated over and over on some of the cards. The labels, the flowers, the pearls, and a bit of the washi. Trying to use the alphas again on the right hand side, so I just spelled the word Easter. And now the cards are ready to go back into the pocket, and I like to look at the spreads side by side just to check that things are repeated throughout the layout and it's not just really heavy on one side. So I go through the bowl of ephemera that I picked out in advance. Another yawn in advance, and found this heart sticker that says love it, so I just use it to cover up the staple on this vellum flower, and then add another puffy sticker that says happy, so now it says happy Easter, and that's pretty much it. Oh, right. I decided in looking at the spread that there wasn't enough gold on the right-hand side, so I just found this other flower, and now it's done. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!